Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Bite-Sized Thursday, a subsidiary of Slate Media. I'm Jared, this is Jake, and we're working through Star Wars Visions. This is the second episode of Season 2, titled Screecher's Reach. It is animated by Cartoon Saloon, a studio that me and Jake are very big fans of. So if you're unfamiliar, they are based in Ireland. They have animated the movies The Secret of Kells, Song of the Sea, The Breadwinner, Wolfwalkers, and their most recent was My Father's Dragon, and that was 2022, I think, or 2020. I think it was 2022. And I like all of them. I'm pretty sure you do as well. Yes? Gotcha, I'm checking the year on that. 2022, yep. Their next movie, don't know yet when it's coming out, but I have liked all of them. My favorite one was Kells. That was the first one I saw, but they're all worth it. We bought that box set a couple years ago of the first four, or the three. That was the Irish trilogy.
The Irish ones,
yeah.
My favorite is Breadwinner still,
which is a great one too. And I'm excited. I first heard, I think it was the Cartoon Saloon, one of their socials posted that they, when this new season came out last year, that's saying, hey, we animated one of the new Visions episodes, and I was like, all right, and then promptly didn't watch any of the show.
Don't they have a new movie coming out soon?
I just looked. I'm not sure.
You know what? That I might have been thinking of My Father's Dragon.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the cast, and I don't memorize anybody, but Angelica Houston is in the cast, so that's the only familiar name I see. And other than that,
Angelica Houston.
Yeah,
that name sounds very familiar.
Yeah. I'll tell you off camera because there's a lot of stuff to go through to see if you've seen. She's been in some Wes Anderson stuff, so you probably have seen her before.
That, yeah.
But yeah,
she's a redhead in. Or the main girl in Moonrise?
No.
Okay.
But, well, I'll tell you in a second, but let's watch this episode.
Okay.
Let's
take
a bite. Welcome back. We just watched Screecher's Reach. And Jake, I think that's in the running for my favorite one already.
Let me just say, Cartoon Saloon gave you what you asked for. There was never a mention of Star Wars in that. Anything. They never said any Star Wars words.
Yeah, like it's all visuals. It's just mainly just the lightsaber.
Well, and the fact that the lady at the end was a Sith.
Yeah.
But
let's say
you could watch that and not know that.
Let's say this wasn't in a Star Wars. Let's say we watch this without context, and there's no opening that says it's Star Wars. Nothing says Star Wars before or after and outside of a lightsaber. I don't even
Which
think
could just be a sword. Could easily be replaced with a sword.
Yeah. And you just said it off camera about you like how they stayed true to their style of animation and their storytelling.
And to be very fair, that could be the case with all of these episodes. I just don't have much other exposure to them to know that.
Yeah, and some of these studios we've seen before have mostly done the animation, not necessarily made the shows, the things they animated. Whereas this, Cartoon Saloon, their movies are theirs.
Except for that one movie is Netflix's.
Yes. I like how everything they do has a
tone,
has like a folklore aspect to it. Like, the Irish trilogy, of course, but like Breadwinner less so. But it's still got that's got more of a fairy tale feel to it because she's telling the stories.
I like how their stories encapsulate different people groups, even within the Irish culture itself. When you think about Kells, the Secret of Kells, the people of the monks.
Yep.
Song of the Sea. people of the sea, or like that kind of Irish coastline sort of thing. Wolf walkers. I don't know who that people is, but
the wolves, the wolf people.
Yes, each of them is distinct, has their own personality, and tells the story through a lot of. Each has a very distinct lens to it, and I don't think we get that enough in movies or shows anymore.
Yeah, and this
if we ever did.
And Star Wars is based on mythology stuff too, and the whole thing with the Force and the lore of it is so important to just about everything they make, whether it's focused on or not. And I like how this felt like it was more tangible of a mythology, like it's ingrained into it. It's not about so-and-so's alone, Western style, facing off against someone. It's literally just a group of kids going on a little adventure.
They're the kids that pulled the broom.
Yes. But when it started and it's like they're working at that big industrial plant. Yeah, where that is their existence, and they all decide to take a little adventure to this like haunted place. I'm like, yeah, this is just classic little kids adventure thing. And
I like how they didn't reveal the medallion was talking back to her until the very end.
Yeah.
That's a good way to capture that. I'm going to keep calling it American brain, but like that's a clever way to do it.
Yeah, and that ghost was terrifying.
Oh yes.
The more
which was more terrifying, the kind of shrouded version of her, or the version after the rock fell on her?
I think it's a tie.
I was thinking the one after the rock fell on her was pretty unnerving because she had no pupils.
Then you hear the lightsaber sound, implying that doll, the main character, killed her.
What did you do?
And you just went, that was pretty dark. Yeah. I mean, a doll got nicked by a lightsaber and almost killed by that ghost, and a rock crushed the ghost thing, whatever. And so it's pretty took a turn. I like how again it's a short one. It's only 12 minutes. It didn't feel that short.
There are SpongeBob episodes longer than this.
Yeah.
Let that sink in.
Yeah, and it felt fully fleshed out.
Yeah, more fleshed out than the finale of season 1.
But it also, this is something that could exist in a longer form. It'd be, written differently like any of these.
How long did it take me to say I'd take a show of this?
First shot, which great way to open it with the just scrolling up all the levels of this thing as like the days going on, and it's like all the beds show up as they're waking up, and it goes up, and they're all working. They've always been good with scope too.
Can Cartoon Saloon just do all of the Vision stuff going forward?
I wouldn't mind.
Nope, I wouldn't mind either.
It made me go, that's right, I love this animation style. I love their funny little Irish voices. I love that the one tall dude, Bathon, looks like Neville Longbottom. I was like, I need to watch their movies again, because that's just no one makes animated movies like they do.
True.
They have a distinct style, tone, storytelling. Like, I just need to watch those movies again, and just hopefully a new movie is on the way, because Father's Dragon is good. It was probably my least favorite of them. Mm-hmm. But again, I'm glad it exists.
I will say, if we ever do a Cartoon Saloon main series, can we include this as like a special episode or a finale?
I'd watch it again.
How many of these have you watched that you wouldn't watch again?
Couple. I think we both said our least favorite was Toby. I don't think I'd need to watch that again.
Fair.
But a lot of these I would watch again. This one especially I would.
Because it's from a studio you're familiar with.
Yeah. Trying to figure out if it's claiming that they had a movie, Cartoon Saloon had a movie come out last year to a limited release, but I'm not finding much on it.
Did Father's Dragon get a limited release? Because wasn't Father's Dragon?
No, it's straight to. 2 years ago it was It might have had a tiny one, but it went straight to Netflix for us. So, yeah, which it was nice to be able to watch it right away. But at the same time, it's like, man, I kind of would have. I'd watch this in theaters. Let me see.
All 12 minutes of it?
No, I'm talking My Father's Dragon.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not that big. Understand that when we say it's our least favorite, we don't mean it's bad. We just mean it's just not the rest of them.
Yeah, I'm not. No, I don't have time at the moment to dive deep into if they have a new thing coming out, but yeah, I really, really enjoyed this, and it's a little bit nostalgic too, even though I saw Secret of Kells in like 2016. You know,
that's long enough ago to be nostalgic.
I know. It just reminds me of like, man, I remember going through these for the first time.
It does.
Some of the actually, I've only seen all of them once, so the only time, and outside of the two more recent ones, it's just like, man, I remember first watching these and the feeling you get of this is different, this is unique, and no one is making movies like this in animation. So glad that Disney gave them an episode and they got to do their thing, and I'm glad that they hopefully, I assume, are continuing to make stuff. That's just a good episode. That's good. I'm glad again it was a different story too. A lot of these are very Western or samurai stuff, inspired stuff, because that's what Star Wars is. So it was nice to have a different type of story. Anything to add about Screecher's Reach? Nothing?
No.
All right.
They did have a movie in 2023.
It's another.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean to play that.
It says. Oh, I saw their page. It says like Puffin' Rockin' New Friends, but there's like no Wikipedia page for it, and I don't know what it is. That's why I said I didn't have time to go into it right now. Because I was like, I didn't hear anything about that. I don't even know if it's come out other than a limited thing. But anyway, if we have nothing to add, Jake, where can they find us?
You can find us on Tuesdays, right here, going through the MCU still. Yeah. Other than that, you can find us on Facebook, X,
formerly known as Twitter,
the Instagram, the ever funny TikTok. If you listen to us as a podcast, all major podcasting platforms, Apple, Spotify, Google, if it's still around, any of those platforms, if you can rate us and give us a review, greatly appreciate it. iHeartRadio 2, that's one I missed last week. You can check out our groovy website, or you can just hang with us right here on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, get notified every time we upload new content.
All right. Next week, the third episode of the season is called In the Stars, animated by Punk Robot.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah. So we'll have to see how that is, but that's next week.
Until then,
take a bite.